In this video, I'm going to quickly show you a trade that I'm actually in real time. I'm going to tell you exactly why I got into it, how I exactly did it, trading the SPX, day trading the SPX in a different way than probably what you're used to. I don't really like to buy options anymore. I love to sell the options. It's a lot more simpler than you think, and there's so many benefits to it. Look down here. I'm up $300 already on the trade. I have a potential $750 I can make today. I made $300 yesterday doing the exact same thing. I'm going to break it down for you, tell you exactly why I did it. I'm going to go over all the benefits of selling the options. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's get started right now. So I'm trading on the SPX, and I wanted to show you some of the amazing benefits of day trading while selling the options rather than buying. And, basically I'm looking at the SPX today, and we had some CPI news come out, and it kind of went up for a bit, and then it slammed down and kind of had a nice little support area here and went on a really good run. Now, typically when I see these big candles and a really nice big push and then a thrust through, and then we kind of wish-wash like this, but we're not, you can see here how, we're not breaking through that, and we're kind of trending upward. Now, if I just went ahead and bought an option here and I thought, oh, it's going up, I'm going to buy an option, I have something called Theta Decay that's working against me. It's essentially time decay. As these options, because this option that I'm trading is expiring today. The SPX has options that expire every single day. So that means that at 4 p.m., these options are going to be dead and worthless, right? So as we get closer to 4 p.m., the option becomes worth less because there's less and less time for price to move around and things to happen, right? It's just like if you're betting on sports and there's only 10 minutes left in the game, you're going to have completely different odds than when you first started, just because there's only so much time left in the game for things to naturally happen, right? It's the same with options contracts. So if I'm buying an option and I think, oh, okay, it's gone on a good run here, I'm going to buy down here at this dip, right? Because this could be a natural place to kind of think like, oh, look at this. It went on a massive run up, and now we've dipped down here. I stayed patient. I'm buying on a dip here. Let's go for a run, and it kind of goes up. You're thinking, oh, great, this is a great trade. I'm going to leave this on, and then it comes down against you. And you're like, oh, okay, I was up a couple $100 here, and now I'm barely up. Or, oh, it's going up again. Okay, amazing. All right, I'm going to keep it. Boom, and it slams down. And they say, hey, thanks for your money. Appreciate that. All your stop losses were right here. Thanks very much. Everybody sells out, and then what do? They run it up here, and you're thinking, oh, man, why the heck didn't I get in? This sucks. Oh, I knew I should have stayed in. I knew it. They always do this. They take my money. You know what? I'm going to buy here on this dip. And then boom, it comes down again. They took your money, and they just rinse and repeat, right? How do I know this? Because this happened to me many times over the years. So I've kind of learned to stay the hell away from this type of movement, especially before lunch, like right before noon, all the way through noon. It's not a good time. It's just 110 right now, so I'm hoping that we can kind of break out here while I'm doing this video. But basically what I wanted to show you is, while you're doing this and you've bought the options, this is just eating away. It's one, destroying your option call because you think it's going to go up. It's getting you on the price. And then two, it's eating you away with all this time decay. All of this time right here is just eating away at the value of your options. Whereas if I sell the options, time's on my side. The closer we get to 4 p.m., there's going to be less worth on my option contracts that I sold at a higher price, right? And so that's actually helping me. So time is now on my side rather than against me. And the reason and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. But basically, what I wanted to do was, I see the support level, so I want to kind of sell an option because I believe that, we might be headed up today, or at least just, kind of head up a little bit, right? I want to get as close as I can to this previous support level. That was clearly something where, they turned the machine on and it kind of went back around. So I sold puts right around here. I sell the puts because I believe that the price is going to go up. You want to sell puts if the price is going to go up. You want to sell calls if you think the price is going to go down. It's basically the opposite of if you were buying calls or buying puts, right? So I want to get as close as I can to here. Now, how do I actually do that? I come over here and I go just within the money on the put side. This is the options chain on Thinkorswim. And just on the put side, I go just inside. So you can see the purple, how it changes. That's basically showing you, it basically in the money and out of the money. So I go one inside the money and I right click sell, and I go to vertical. So I want to sell a vertical spread. Now it's going to automate. I sell one at the 44.80 and I buy one at the 44.75. Now, if I'm selling the 44.80 at 770 and I'm selling the 44.80 and then I'm buying this one, you can see there's a difference in price there. One's more expensive. The one I'm selling is more expensive. I sold something that's more expensive and I bought something that's cheaper. That means I actually have a credit. So I would have a credit here of $295. Now you can see on my trade that I already put on, I'm actually up 180 bucks. So it's fluctuating around, but today I'm up 180 bucks right now. So anyway, this would be a $2.80 credit into my account. So I right click on this and I go to analyze trade. Now I've already done this a couple times, so I'm going to delete that off, but this is basically what I had. When I actually sold my contract, I did it for $2.50. So I sold the 44.75 and I bought the 44.70. And I got a $2.50 credit here. You can see the difference in them. So the blue line is showing me at expiration profit and loss. So you can see down here, I have the potential to make $750. If the market continues up and basically finishes above 44.75, this blue line, I'll make $750. As long as the price is above just where it is right now, I'll make $750. And the purple line is showing me real-time profit and loss. So you can see the prices right here, and I'm up $160. Now, when I go to put on this trade, right, you can see I had this red line. In my head, I'm thinking if the price goes below this right here, this clear area of support, then I'm just going to get out. So 44.68, I come over here and I draw a line right there, and it's showing me that I will lose about 150 bucks. If the price goes down to that, I'm going to lose somewhere between, it fluctuates when you're selling the options for sure, but it's going to be somewhere around that 130 to 150 range. If it really, really goes against me very quickly, maybe I'll get all the way up to the 200. But I have the potential to make 750 or maybe around that 400, 500 range if I just want to get out when I'm kind of hitting that 50, 60% range, right? That's a really good risk to reward. And I got that good risk to reward because I stayed patient and I waited so we got as close as we could to that previous support. Now, if I get in here and I sell the option and it ends up just going against me right away, then I lose 150 bucks. Here's one thing, it's extremely important. Before you put on the trade, put in your mind and define your risk and actually sit there and understand I will lose $150 if I lose this trade. Basically tell yourself I'm going to lose 150 bucks on this trade. Accept it. Internalize it. Don't just think, oh yeah, if it goes below this line, then I'm definitely going to get out. And you don't really know how much you're going to lose. Or maybe you're like, oh yeah, it'll be 300 bucks, but you don't accept it. You know, you have to do something within your portfolio, within how much money you have in your account, base it on about 2% maybe of your losses, or sorry, of your total portfolio account. You know, something around there, something that you feel comfortable where you don't have big emotions. If I lose $150 right now, it's okay for me because I know that I have the potential to make some money and it's not going to ruin my account. If I lose $500 on this trade, then maybe I'll get a little more emotional about it, right? If I lose $1,000 on this trade, then I'm going to get a lot more emotional about it, and I'm going to get all in when it kind of goes up like this and comes back down and goes up and goes down. My emotions are going to be playing with me. One, because I'll be making more money on the way up in the profit, and I'll be losing more when it comes down. So that's going to be too emotional for me to handle at this point. With this particular account, with how much money's in this account. I'm selling this option. The rule is just if it goes below this red line, then I get out and I lose 150 bucks. If it doesn't go below the red line, then I just stay in the trade. It's a lot more calming for me personally, and it might be for you. So try to think about it that way. Anyway, I'm just trying to break down and show you how it could be very helpful while you're going through this wishy-washy part. And time is ticking away. When you buy the option, it's going against you. When you sell the option, it's actually like working for you. And look at this. While I've been talking to you, I'm up another 100 bucks. I'm at 255, right? So I'm at 255 now. And if we really, really make a push here to maybe 44.80, I'll be up $400. Now, that's just now. But if it takes an hour or so to get up there, this purple line is going to move closer and closer to this blue line because time is on my side. Time's on my side when I sell the options. It's not on my side when I buy the options. So yes, okay, price, obviously I want it to go up, but as time ticks away, I get closer and closer to that 750 goal that I'm shooting for. I'll edit in here and I'll tell you how much I made on profit because I don't want to waste too much more of your time. Like I said, if you don't mind, like and subscribe if you found some value, and I appreciate you for sticking around this long, and I'll catch you on the next one.